Hey, Dad, I want to introduce you to my new boyfriend. Yeah, sure, sweetheart. Yeah, bring him in. He went to a private school, so that's great. Yeah, bring him in. Come on. And he's from Melbourne. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And he's a DJ. What? No.
Dad, are you okay? Dad.
Have you ever heard the phrase Naarm-core, Narmy Army, or maybe Naarmed and Dangerous? Because if you haven't, you're about to learn a whole lot. In the past 2 years, I would say this new way of life has taken over the Australian fashion and music scene for people, I'm gonna say, between the ages of 18 to 28. But first, I want to start at the very beginning and ask, what is Naarm? I'm gonna try my best, so if I don't fully nail it, please forgive me. Naarm is the word used by the Aboriginal people of Australia to describe Melbourne, although it doesn't directly translate to the word Melbourne. And a lot of the community in Melbourne think the word Naarm shouldn't be used to describe an aesthetic of people in Melbourne, which is fair enough. The aesthetic, of course, being Naarm-core. However, in this video, I am just discussing how it has influenced a generation through social media without disregarding the history of the word Naarm. Now, what is Naarm-core? I'm going to dive into each genre of Naarm-core, but basically it's a trend that started in Melbourne, mostly referring to a suburb in Melbourne called Fitzroy. And we will get into that very soon. It's where people dress like this. Just like that. Kind of giving off someone who went to a private school dressing like they're poor, yet every bit of clothing they're wearing to look kind of like poor is expensive. Here's the official Naarmcore lookbook, or should I say, here's how to be Naarmed and dangerous. For the guys, it's usually a black tank top or maybe a soccer jersey or a button-up short sleeve, maybe from Neo Vision sometimes if they're from Brisbane. They usually don't wear the Neo Vision ones in Melbourne, but if they're in Brisbane, you'll see them in the Neo Vision button up. Preferably all of it's thrifted. Jorts. Now, I've got my jorts on. Hold on. Let me get on this bit. I got my jorts on. I'm Naarmed and dangerous. Jorts are a necessity. Hat, it's got to be either a bleached hat or a distressed hat, maybe a Von Dutch hat. But you got to make sure that it's looking like you've just dug into it on purpose with scissors, then shat on it, then threw it at your nan because she got your Lynx Africa again for Christmas. Sunglasses, we're talking Speedies, we're talking those grey alien ones that you can get for 10 bucks from cheap stores. Carabiner. I actually don't own a carabiner, but my Naarmcore friend does, and he wears it every single time, and he wears it on his jorts. It's very important to put your keys and other little items on your carabiner so that when you're walking down the street, the people in front of you know someone from the Narmy Army is about to walk past them. I've seen a dude wear an air tag on his carabiner before, and I have a lot of questions about that. Is he tracking himself? Does he have it so he doesn't lose his jorts? Or has his girlfriend just not found out what Find My iPhone is yet? Find My Friend. She's just using the jorts air tag instead of Find My Friends. That's hilarious. Oh, I got a fart. Yeah, that was just a fart. It was just a fart. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. Solomons, or shoes that are made for hiking, but will never see Mount Kosciuszko in its lifetime. Personally, I've climbed Mount Kosciuszko and I did it in the middle of winter. Just saying. Scarf. Usually it's going to be wrapped around the head on top of the hat or something. Don't ask why. I mean, at the start, I think it was for festivals, trying to get dust out of your area. But now it's just kind of casual wear. Everyone's from Dune, apparently, dude. Timothy Chalamet. Timothy! Experts will have a crumpler bag or maybe a Uniqlo side bag if they're not as hardcore. But if they're hardcore, they're going to have a crumpler bag usually. For the girls, it's a lot of the same aspects. But if we're talking at festivals, it's gonna be a bikini top or a bra top with really short shorts, cowboy boots or Solomons. It depends which one you are. You're one of them. I know you're fucking one of them. Choose your path. Oh my god, that reminds me. Did you guys ever read those books in primary school where you could flip to page 37 or flip to page 108 and you choose your journey in the book? I love those books. Now that we're done with fashion, let's talk about how Naarmcore came to grow popularity on social media, okay? I've got a few theories. Now, stay with me. I think a lot of the credit for Naarmcore has to be given to the Fitzroy Garage Party boys. You know, the TikTok that was posted to the Fitzroy Garage Party in December of 2022. Now, I have nothing bad to say about it, but it's fair to say that most of the population in Australia definitely did. I think it's just dudes being dudes, having prees in a garage in Fitzroy. Definitely not because I happen to know a couple of these guys. No. It's a little awkward. Yeah, hi Jordan, hi Andy. You're watching this, what's up? Fun fact, this also won TikTok of the year for that year. Thought I'd throw that in there. But the vibe and aesthetic that the Fitzroy Garage Party gave off was essentially the beginning of the whole, what pushed and progressed Naarmcore in Melbourne, I would say. And I think that's why it's always related back to Fitzroy, because of the garage party. And the video got so popular because everyone was just tearing these boys to shreds, saying that it's like private school boys acting poor, saying it's cringe and stuff. But to be fair, in Australia, I think anything like a little bit corny or different is just gonna be called like cringe, and just you're gonna be punched on, you punched down just like this. Oh, what? Oh, sorry. What the fuck? And there was like 3 guys specifically that made a video and posted it on TikTok from this group. You had like different perspectives as well to look at while the trend was going on. But let's get up our Naarm-core checklist, shall we? And analyze the Fitzroy Garage Party and tick off some boxes. Let's start off with shoes. Yep, we see it. We've got some Solomon shoes. Thrifted tees. Can guarantee a lot of these are thrifted. A dude on DJ decks right at the back here. You can just see him. And if he hasn't told you already, he either owns a DDJ 400, an SB3, or an XDJRR. Wait, hold on. This is perfect. Dude, this is not helping my case. Oh, I belonged. So I have a DJ deck. Am I Naarmcore, dude? I've also got a pink water bottle because I'm a feminist. The DJ deck is like imperative and an absolute necessity for Naarmcore. Like, you're not Naarmcore if you don't have a dude on the decks at pre's or at the party, okay? It's not Naarmcore without it. And he's playing techno. Even if it's like 4 p.m. and just like not the vibe for it, he's playing 160 BPM. For those normies, it's beats per minute, by the way. That's what BPM is. But this Fitzroy Garage Party was memed on so much and like recreated so much. Here's like a few videos. I don't know. I think I saved one from Izzy or something, and Aston Martin. Sorry, Aston Martin? Aston Martin F1 page recreated the Fitzroy Garage Party. That's how much of a That's how much of a worldwide reach this video had. It was like absolutely insane. It is kind of funny to imagine the Aston Martin F1 team just like taking the piss out of some Australian dudes at pre's. It is kind of funny. But the point is, I am convinced that this video had a huge part to play in the start of Naarmcore in Melbourne and eventually the whole of Australia. And say what you want about these guys, but they started something they didn't even know about at the time. Now let's talk about Fitzroy, the suburb. I've been to Fitzroy a few times, and I'm just gonna say it, I think it's a scary place when I'm there. I do not feel like I am welcome. I do not feel like I fit in. I'm in Melbourne quite a bit. I go to see friends there every now and then. And for me, Fitzroy is an intimidating place. Here is a TikTok that sums it up perfectly.
What the fuck are you wearing? I said learn to dress.
That is the most accurate piece of content to describe Fitzroy that I've ever seen. The fashion in Fitzroy, it's always about like making a statement. It's about being different, it seems like. Every time I'm there, that's the kind of idea that I get, okay? You know, and I'm walking around in like this. Oh, one time I went there in Air Forces, dude, like white Air Forces. And that was the worst. I felt like I was really being judged then because they could just like sniff the straight white male in me, you know what I mean? Like you can smell it. It smells gross. Nan gave me Lynx Africa again. But I think the fashion of Fitzroy and that whole kind of vibe kind of propelled the idea of Naarmcore. But the funniest thing is, Fitzroy like isn't a cheap area either. Like, come on, I wrote something down. It was like, I think last year the average home sold for like almost $1.7 million, and then the average unit is like $730,000. Like, so it's not a cheap area. Like, now recently, and this is a very important part of Naarmcore, Naarmcore has taken over the music festival scene in Australia. Now, if you look at almost anyone at a music festival in Australia that has like at least one techno DJ on the lineup, you're gonna see the Naarmy Army. And they've brought with them their USBs just in case Kedema goes, fuck it, anyone want to jump on the decks tonight? Which he won't, and he never will. Now, the festival I really want to talk about is called Beyond the Valley, or more commonly known as BTV. And this is because I believe that Naarmcore has taken over and taken on the techno music scene in Australia. And the rise of techno fans in Australia in the last 2 years genuinely needs to be studied. And if they did study it, I think they would say the same thing I'm saying right now. This is what BTV looked like in 2015. Anyone remember seeing the video of this girl just dancing and vibing? It used to look so wholesome. Wow, and this is BTV now. Like, completely different vibe, dude. It's so funny. It used to be like that. Now it's like, oh my god, I can't wait to see the artist Fish56 Octagon play his Kedema remix. And if you haven't been living under a rock, you would have heard of the DJ and producer Kedema recently. He's a techno DJ from Galway, and he's come all the way to Australia to perform like a bunch of shows here recently. And Naarmcore has taken on the Kedema aesthetic and fucking ran with it. I have never seen so many dudes wearing black tank tops in my my life. And if you're at a festival watching Kedama next to a dude dressed like this, he is definitely going to tell you like, oh my God, like he just messed up that transition. Even though this dude has like never played at a club in his life, but you never know because he's got big things coming, dude. I did make a funny little video on TikTok transforming into Kedama, and I feel ashamed to tell you this, but after I did that, I had a festival coming up and I literally wanted to wear that outfit to the festival because I thought it looked good. And to you guys wearing this kind of aesthetic to the festivals or like just day to day, you may be straight, but I know he's attractive, and I know that you know that Kedama is a good looking dude, okay? And he's had the glow up of the century, by the way. This used to be Kedama like a few years ago playing in a boiler room. My dude has had a glow up and a half. By the way, fun fact, he used to date Lottie Moss. Yeah, in like the Kate Moss family. That's crazy. That's crazy. So just know for you Naarmcore dudes DJing at prees right now, there is hope. And recently a new song by Kedama that was released has been blowing up on TikTok, and surprise, surprise, the Naarmcore Nami army has taken this under their wing and fucking ran with it.
I don't understand what the fuck Naarm is or Naarmcore. So can someone
The song is called Yosemite, and now you'll find like most Naarmcore TikToks under this sound. But some other notable mentions I want to make of the Australian techno DJ musician scene is I want to start with a notable mention by the name of, stay with me now, Party Boy 69. Party Boy 69 is responsible for absolute works of art, including but not limited to Pet on My Dick, Freak You All Night, and most notoriously recently played a track which I think is unreleased, and it's called Pound Town. And it goes, I want to take you to Pound Town, baby. I want to take you for a ride. Certified classic. Real trap shit. He also has a sister that's a DJ, producer, and goes by the name of Juicy Romance. And fun fact, Juicy Romance is dating one of the guys from X Club, who are also a DJ duo in Australia. So the whole DJ community in Australia is just like this, dude. I'm pretty sure she's dating him. I think she's dating him. Like, I'm pretty sure. And oh my God, segue. This DJ duo X Club recently came out with a song called Frankie Knuckles that the Naarmcore community, guess what? I've just taken this song and fucking rad with it. If you look at this song on TikTok, you'll see so many Naarmcore videos under this video. It's all Naarmcore, like every single one. There's not a single video under the sound that is not Naarmcore. And this was propelled by X Club recording a video of Skin on Skin, another Australian DJ from Brisbane, recorded to the sound Frankie Knuckles, and he's doing like this on his toes. Like, you can imagine me on my toes like this, like on the couch maybe. He's like on his toes like this, and it's like, let's take it back to Frankie Knuckles. That's blowing up right now. And now it's just another like Naarm meme on TikTok. I'm telling you, techno music has a absolute chokehold on the Australian music scene because of Naarmcore. But I brought up Party Boy 69 because a large part of Naarmcore is like music festivals like BTV. And Party Boy 69 plays at a lot of these festivals where doof sticks are a big thing. Don't even try and explain what a doof stick is to your grandma. She won't understand, trust me. But doof sticks, if you don't know, Grandma, I said you won't get it. Stop watching, please. I beg you, you're not gonna get it. Give it up. They're pretty much big signs on a long stick you hold up at a festival, like facing towards the DJ, and usually on the sign, it would have like something funny on it with songs like referencing drug use by like Party Boy 69, and like there's like another DJ producer called Horse Girl. I think you can kind of get what I'm getting at here. It's pretty easy to see how like drugs like ketamine and coke are often related and put on like these signs as like funny references. So it's kind of normalized now to associate like drug use with Naarmcore. It might be a stretch, but hey, I'm just trying to tie things together right now, guys. Come on, stay with me. And the next Naarmcore DJ I want to talk about is Skin on Skin, and for good reason too. Remember that song Burn Down Bridges? Is it Gangnam Burn Down Bridges? Well, this song gained popularity from Skin on Skin's first boiler room in Belfast in 2022, and it was here where he played the song Burn Down Bridges, and the clip went viral, and the boiler room set has over like I think like 1.5 million views on YouTube now. This was a great segue into Boiler Room. Wow, I'm doing so well. If you don't know, Boiler Room is kind of an event company that hosts all different kinds of genres of musicians that tours around the world playing different events. But the most prolific genre of the Boiler Room event space is the techno / like house music genre. And again, I'm convinced that this set set from Skin on Skin that was posted to Boiler Room introduced a lot of Australians to what Boiler Room is. And now Boiler Room is like a statement piece of Naarmcore. Like, you cannot go to a Naarmcore Boiler Room set, especially in the pit, without getting slapped by like overhead scarves in the face constantly. I'm not even kidding. I searched up Naarmcore on YouTube and the first video that came up was the Boiler Room by Skin on Skin. And I think that is pretty much everything that I have to describe about Naarmcore. So you're all caught up with Naarmcore. I guess you're welcome, I guess. It's just interesting to see, for me, how something can be such a meme on TikTok and just start as a meme and then just end up being such an influence on music and fashion on like a whole generation of people. And it's not just like in Melbourne either. I'm in Brisbane and a lot of my friends dress like in the Naarmcore kind of clothes. Like, I'm kind of trying right now. Come on, like, I'm not doing too bad. This shirt's from Melbourne. This is by Bambi. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. I was really excited to make this video. I'm very passionate about this subject, as you can probably tell. And to my people in the Nami army, dude, just like, keep grinding, dude. Come on. We need more male DJs. We need more straight male DJs. No, we need more female feminist DJs. Just more DJs in general. I think we can always do with more DJs. But yeah, thanks, guys. Peace.